Hello and good evening, everyone. I am Abhishekta Datta from CSE second year, and I'm one of the student ambassador of Alumni Affairs. I would like to extend my warm welcome to each and every one of you for attending today's Alumni Talk on tips to prepare for MS in Computer Science. Now, before we begin, I want to sincerely thank Dr. Jatindra Kumar Das, our HOD, for taking time out of his hectic schedule today to be here with us. And we are extremely grateful to you, sir. And it's an honor for me to host such a prestigious guest. And you have been the driving force behind our department's successes through your unwavering support and guidance. Would you like to say something?
Yeah, definitely. I would like to say something. First of all, I would like to thank Satya Uday, who happens to be my adorable students. Hope I'm audible.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I would like to thank Satya Uday, who happens to be my adorable student, and I'm really happy for him, and I'm happy to see him again on this platform. So I would like to address students before Satya Uday starts. My dear students, really I'm privileged, and it is my pleasure to welcome you all to this exciting webinar on the topic tips to prepare for MS in Computer Science. We are really thrilled to have you with us for this informative session and hope that you find the content to be valuable and engaging. As we all know that basically pursuing a master's degree in computer science can be a challenging task, but yet it will be a rewarding experience. It is an excellent opportunity basically for the students who are passionate about computer science to advance their knowledge, skill, and career prospects. This particular webinar is aimed to provide you with some valuable insight and tips on how to successfully pursue an MTech, MS in computer science. Our expert speaker, Satya Uday, as I told you, he was my student also, will be sharing his experience and providing guidance on topics such as I discussed with him and found that he will be addressing mainly these topics: how to prepare for the application process, how to choose the right program. How to choose a right program, like there are several programs like thesis versus non-thesis, how to choose that. Then industry versus R&D job opportunity, post-MS, and many more. So definitely we encourage you all to participate in this session by asking questions at the end, which will be answered by our speaker. You will have the opportunity to learn from his experience and gain insights that will be useful for your own journey towards a successful career in computer science. And therefore, once again, I would like to welcome you all to this webinar and hope that you'll find it to be informative and engaging. Thank you for joining us, and we wish you all the best in your future endeavor. Thank you. Jatin here. So over to you, Abhishekta.
Thank you, sir. I would also like to use this opportunity to thank the Directorate of Alumni Affairs, Dr. Strabani Basu, Dr. Ashok Kumar Pradhan, who is a CSE professor and a key figure in Alumni Affairs, and Divya ma'am as well. Without any further ado, I'm going to pass the session to Mr. Satya Uday Sanku. He is from the batch of 2022 BTech CSE, and he is a graduate instructional assistant in the University of South Florida, Tampa. He's working on the fairness in NLP, that is natural language processing. And meanwhile, I would like to request the participants to drop any doubts they have throughout the session in the chat box, and we'll be picking them up at the end of the session. Over to you, Mr. Uday.
Thank you, Abhishekta, and thank you, Dr. Jatin Kumar Dash. You've been a great professor for my specialization subjects. I have done all the three specialization courses under you. Thank you so much for that.
Thanks for that.
Okay. Thank you all for attending this meeting. And yeah, today our topic is tips to prepare for Masters in Computer Science. Before proceeding through this presentation, I would like to give a small introduction about myself. I am Satya Uday Sanku from the batch of 2022 at SRM AP, and Currently, I'm pursuing Masters in Computer Science at the University of South Florida, and I am a graduate instructional assistant. And also, I'm doing research under Professor Sungbe Kim in the fairness of NLP. And yeah, that's all about me. Now, coming to the introduction, pursuing Masters in Computer Science is a great way to enhance our career opportunities and deepen our knowledge in the field of our interest, and also to ensure a successful application and admission process. It's important to be well prepared. And finally, in this presentation, we will discuss essential tips to help you prepare for Masters in Computer Science. And why Masters in Computer Science? Especially most of the people will be looking for job opportunities after MS or research and development career. So when looking at the job perspective, there would be two options in the Masters in Computer Science. One is a non-thesis option, and the other one is a thesis option. When coming to the job perspective, the non-thesis option would be preferable by the most of the people, because most of the non-thesis curriculum would be like relevant to the job-oriented skills. Like for example, like uh, the most of the subjects in that non-thesis computer science curriculum would be relevant to the current job trends, specifically the skills which are oriented towards the industrial experience. Um, Coming to the coursework, the main subjects, the non-thesis option would be focusing on was object-oriented programming, data structures and algorithms, and operating systems. These are most important, crucial subjects uh, in the Masters of Computer Science, because this will be the basic building block to start with. And here most of the universities uh, for masters would be focusing on the real world projects in their courseworks. And coming to the job perspective after the masters, like if you are in the non-thesis option, you should be preparing your resume from the start of the day, and your GitHub profile will should be updated every time, and also the link you should be update on LinkedIn, and also you should be having the portfolio, such that the recruiter should be looking at them and uh, contacting you if they like your profile. And also, like in my Masters of Computer Science at University of South Florida, in the last semester I pursued the courses like theory of algorithms, computer architecture, and computer graphics, where I have done good industry-oriented projects given by our faculty. Like those are such a great experience for me, uh, and also it's very challenging, and it took a lot of days in order to complete those project work. Coming to the research and development perspective of masters, in the Masters of Computer Science, as I have said you, there would be a thesis option also. In that particular thesis option, you would be doing the same coursework, but in addition to the coursework, you would be taking the 9 credits in addition to the entire coursework. That part will be the thesis part. So for the thesis, you should be choosing a mentor for your thesis, so that that mentor will be guiding you in order to do your research work. So the main thing which is required was applied mathematics in the computer science field, because applied mathematics is very important in any field. Like if you consider artificial intelligence and machine learning, applied mathematics is very crucial part, because like what exactly applied mathematics is was like you should be you should be just deriving some of the equations and theorems in mathematics, right? But there is also a requirement that you need to know the applications of that mathematics, which are relevant to the industry. For example, if you consider machine learning, there are more mathematical stuff behind the intuitions of the algorithms, machine learning algorithms. So you need to learn those mathematics in such a way that it should be learned application oriented rather than mathematical. And also it is very crucial to choose your area of specialization while doing your thesis. Like uh, it should be part of your interest mainly. And in the thesis you should be targeting the current research trends which will be helpful to uh, impact globally. And also the research papers with research papers publications with a good impact would give a weightage to your resume, or in the career opportunities also after the masters in computer science. Like after doing thesis, you can either go to the research and development jobs in companies like Netflix, Google, and so on. And also, you may also opt for PhD after your master's degree thesis in computer science, because the thesis will be your good start point either for research and development or a PhD degree. Like it will be helpful to do a PhD degree easier if you pursue thesis in your master's itself, because thesis will be helping you to start your research, and also it will be a quick start point to plan for your PhD too, rather than like searching the topic after the masters. And there are many specialization topics in the area of computer science. Some of the research topics were natural language processing, artificial intelligence and machine learning, and blockchain technologies. And coming to the steps to prepare for master's degree in computer science, uh, you should be having 3 letter of recommendations, and importantly a strong statement of purpose is required, and the resume and the bachelor's transcripts until what you have, and also the passport. The main 2 examinations needs to be taken before applying to any of the universities for the master's degree, where graduate record examination, which consists of mathematics and verbal ability, and also the language test also needs to be taken, which was IELTS or TOEFL or Duolingo or Peterson's examination. And after taking these examinations, and if you're ready with these about transcripts and the documentations, you'll be start applying for the universities which your main aim is to. In the university selection, you should be very crucial, because the university selection was the most important part. So you should not be selecting the universities by the naming part of it, because the naming of the university doesn't help you. The main thing which will help you in the university selection was the area of your interest. For example, my area of interest was natural language processing, especially because during my undergraduation, I have done UROP in the area of natural language processing under Dr. T. Jayalakshmi, which inspired me a lot. So I have done a recommendation system for researchers to solve recommend recommend research paper titles for the given COVID-19 queries, such that they will be getting the accurate results. So, by considering my interest in natural language processing, I want to expand my research in the master's degree also. So that at University of South Florida, there is a great faculty uh, who uh, who does the research in the natural language processing. But here, the research is very like critical, and it's very good start, and these research skills are oriented towards the industry, such that you should be choosing the universities based on your research interest, or the interest towards your job after the masters. Because like, if you want to become a full stack web developer, or any software engineer like that, like, you should be taking some coursework in the master's degree, during your master's degree. So like, some universities has a good ample of coursework relevant to the web development. Some universities might have a good coursework relevant to the machine learning and artificial intelligence, and some universities might have the coursework which is relevant to the basic computer science. So you should be choosing your universities based choose the universities based on your requirements, and you should be following the specific perspectives in order to choose the university, but not by the university name. And after the university selection, you will be getting the admits or rejections. Based on that admits, you should be shortlisting some of the universities, and the financials and I-20 requests are also the most important thing after you're getting the admits. Like, you should be doing the financial preparations, like keeping some ample of money in your banks to show the university admin that you have some capability to spend money for your masters, such that upon the approval, you'll be receiving your I-20 from the respective universities. And then after this, you should be booking a slot for your visa interview, and that's it. After getting done with your visa interview, you can go to your dream university. And for your example, here is my profile. Uh, like, I have done bachelor's in computer science and engineering, as all of you know, and my specialization is in artificial intelligence and machine learning. Uh, my research is in natural language processing under supervision of Dr. T. Jayalakshmi when I am in undergrad. and I have one publication, and the other two papers were communicated to a conference and a journal. And I had one internship at APSS DC, and I have three letter of recommendations from the Department of Computer Science, and the statement of purpose, which indicates my research background, and two projects during my bachelor's degree. The main important thing was the statement of purpose should be very written in a very good way. Like many of the people tending to be writing more projects in the statement of purpose, but that would not be very helpful, because the admission decision maker will be looking at your profile very quickly. So their eyes may be skipping your some of the important projects in your statement of purpose. So you should be very specific in your statement of purpose, such that you should be only mentioning the two or maximum three projects which you would be thinking that it would be representing you uniquely from the other people, such that it would be showcasing your knowledge and skills towards the masters in computer science, such that like the admission decision maker would be hiring you to that university as a student very quickly. And coming to the coursework, here is my university of my master's degree, which is University of South Florida, where I need to do the core requirements. Definitely, these are the compulsory subjects, which are of 9 credits in total. In the master's degree, you need to complete 30 credits in total, or some universities might prefer a total of 32 or 33 credits. It depends on the university and varies between university to university. Here in my master's university, like there are 3 core requirements, which are operating systems, introduction to the theory of algorithms, and principles of computer architecture. In these 3 subjects, I need to maintain the specific grade. Otherwise, there would be some issues, which we will discuss later. And also, I need to do the 7 elective courses in total, in addition to these 3 courses, in order to satisfy the 30 credit requirement in total. If you want to do the thesis option instead of the non-thesis option, then you can waive off your 3 of your elective courses in order to take those 9 credits corresponding those 3 subjects with the thesis option in masters, such that you will be completing 30 credits in total, including your thesis. So, like when coming to the grading criteria, the grading criteria would be differing from university to university. When coming to my university, like in these core subjects, in these 3 core subjects, I need to get 80% plus in order to pass these subjects. Like 80% plus is nothing but it's a B grade. So if we do not get B grade in these subjects, we should again retake this subject in the next semester. And also in these elective courses, we need to maintain around 70 to 75% in order to satisfy the requirement for the master's degree course. And also these core subjects are also very challenging, because in the masters, for example, in the bachelor's, for example, we would be learning about 80 x86 microprocessors and the basic stuff. But in this master's degree, you will be learning about i7 processor architecture, and it's totally new to us because sorry in the principles of computer architecture. In the principles of computer architecture, you would be learning 8086 microprocessor in the bachelor's degree. But in the master's degree, you would be learning about i7 processor architecture internals. It would be very challenging for you, especially like many of the students face struggle in principles of computer architecture and operating systems in our in my University of South Florida. And the elective courses should be chosen wisely depending on your specialization interest. Like if you want to specialize in the area of artificial intelligence and machine learning, there are subjects like data mining, neural networks, machine learning, computer vision, and so on. And if you want to specialize in the area of natural language processing, there are also the subjects like natural language processing, deep learning, neural networks, and so on. And coming to the opportunities while doing your master's, there are teaching assistantship positions and also the graduate research positions, where in the teaching assistantship positions, you'd be doing as a TA under some professor in the graduate course or the undergraduate course in that specific university, such that you'll be helping them in doing like teaching lecture or grading the assignments or grading the examinations too. So when coming to the graduate research positions, you'll be helping the professors in their research problem statements, or you'll be helping them in their laboratories, or also you'd be pursuing your thesis under the professor of your interest, like the research of your interest. So when coming to my case, I am doing the graduate instructional assistant position, where I would be doing as a teaching assistant, and also I am pursuing my thesis under Professor Dr. Seungbae Kim in the area of natural language processing. So as a teaching assistantship, as a teaching assistant, I would be teaching the course theory of algorithms sometimes, and also I'll be grading the student, like around 93 student assignments, projects, and exams. And also in addition to it, I will be creating the projects, challenging projects for students, for the graduate master students itself. And if you got teaching assistantships or graduate research positions in the masters of computer science degree, you would be also funded for your education. It may be a 50% tuition waiver or a full tuition waiver. And also, in addition to your tuition waivers, you'd be getting an hourly payment for your work. For example, I am getting around $15 an hour, and I will be doing 20 hours in total in the entire week. Those are about scholarships and tuition waivers. Thank you all for hearing to my presentation. I am open for question and answers session. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Satya. That presentation was really knowledgeable and insightful. I myself am trying to pursue masters, and The session was helpful to me, and I hope the participants feel the same. And there are certain questions that the students would like to ask you. First question is, uh, do I need any research paper if I'm opting for non-thesis for MS?
No, actually, when considering the non-thesis option in the Masters in Computer Science degree, you need not to have a research paper, but the projects will be helpful to get into the master's degree in the non-thesis option. But having the research paper would be an additional weightage for your statement of purpose. Hope this answers your question.
Second question is there any resource or platform to keep ourselves updated with latest research and developments?
Yes, upskilling ourselves is very important in daily life. And also the resources for the research and development side would be specifically to the specialization, especially. And when coming to the area of natural language processing, there are resources like EMNLP and Allen Institute for AI and so on. But according to the your research area, there would be many popular conferences and research papers like by major great journals and conferences. You can look up by typing the keywords in Google Research Scholar or uh, the Google itself, which will give you the popular recommendations for your research area.
Third question is USF course curriculum tough?
Actually, like to be honest, like in India, this trend is going on. Like University of South Florida curriculum is very tough. But yeah, obviously it is challenging because as it is a master's degree, the coursework would be a little bit challenging. As University of South Florida, Tampa is a public research university, the subjects would be more specifically towards the research topics rather than the job-oriented skills. So that makes the coursework challenging. For example, if you take the computer architecture course over here and the computer architecture over at SRM University AP, like in the SRM University AP, especially I used to have more theoretical concepts than mathematical things. But at University of South Florida, we are having more mathematical stuff in detail of i7 processor architecture. So that would making the things complex and challenging. So if you work on your coursework very appropriately and very in a very focused manner, then the coursework might not be tough and it would be challenging to you, but it would be helpful for your future career opportunities. And also the one thing I want to mention is that the students coming to here would be doing prioritizing in the part times rather than giving the time to your coursework, uh, such that when students are giving priority to part time, they would be losing the time to study. This will affect the students in the education especially.
Satya, I would also like to encourage you to highlight what is the importance of fundamental mathematics to pursue an MS in computer science. Because as you remember, in your early days of MS, we used to chat over our, over WhatsApp, and used to
Yeah,
what is the importance of mathematics and how we should also give equal importance of basic mathematics while we are studying this subject.
right. It's definitely important. Yeah. And when you are teaching as the uh, soft computing and machine learning subjects, uh, I see that mathematics is much equally important as the theoretical concepts in the machine learning and artificial intelligence
Yeah,
courses. Yeah.
definitely.
Is there any pointers that you would like to give for getting scholarships in the universities of USA?
Yeah, it's a good question. I forgot to answer that. Like, coming to the scholarships and funding opportunities at universities, especially in the United States of America, like you should be contacting professors through their emails, preferably, rather than LinkedIn or any WhatsApp stuff like that. You should be sending your resume and your GitHub and portfolios such that they would be knowing about you more technically and also as a person, such that they might offer you some research lab positions or any teaching assistant positions. But uh, in many of the universities, the professors recommend that uh, they used to they recommend to meet in person rather than just contacting in the email or things, because they might not know you, right, before and itself. Like, you might either come to that specific university, or you might go to another university, or you might transfer to another university after coming here. So they want to confirm that you'll be coming to this their particular university, and also they want to know the specific interest of you, like why you want to join as a teaching assistant under that professor, or why you want to do this research specifically, for example, in the topic of natural language processing. If you want to do the research, you need to showcase them with some research publications and your research work. Specifically, I recommend that if you write a blog or any article on the research you do, or on any projects you do in your bachelor's degree, would be helpful to get you a teaching assistant position or a research assistantships. And also be patient. Don't be in an hurry burry manner. Like, uh, in my case, if you take my case, like in the starting of my first semester, uh, I am working at Starbucks over here as an barista. During working at Starbucks over here, I have contacted many of the professors at University of South Florida, asking about research assistantship positions and all in the area of natural language processing specifically. But many of them not responded, and I have got one single response at last. Some professors are looking for the research positions, and they have liked your profile. We want to conduct a research interview for you, like that. And then I have went for the interview. uh, it has been 1 hour 45 minutes long. uh, the research interview was such a long interview, like I am facing three panelists in front of me. They have asked me about like what is my research during my undergraduation? Can you explain about the research which you have done during your undergraduation? And also they have asked me the, like, for example, if you take my research topic is in natural language processing, specifically literature mining in the natural language processing, where I have used BERT model, which is nothing but bidirectional encode representation of transformers, if you might know. In that specific model, they have asked me to explain about mathematical intuitions in, language models. So I have explained everything from the crux beginning, and then after that, not only me, like there, like those professors have conducted the interviews for 35 students in total, but they have only hired me as a research assistant uh, for the position in the natural language processing in all the 30 students. So there are minimal opportunities in some of the universities like University of South Florida. But once you get in, they will ask you to work for free for first 4 or 6 months. Then only after seeing your work and your intensity and your uh, commitment of work, then only they will hire you as a research assistantship position or teaching assistantship positions. So that until then you need to be very patient and good working. This is what I want to recommend for you all. Yeah.
Next question is, did you complete the whole process of shortlisting and applying colleges through our college higher education department, or did you go through any consultancy?
No, actually, like I have completed the process my own self, and by taking my friend's help, and also like in the LORs, letter of recommendations, Dr. Ashok Kumar Pradhan sir, Dr. T. Jayalakshmi, and Dr. Bhanakaran Parabatani has helped me a lot in my LOR process. Yeah.
One student is asking, why should he choose USF?
Like specifically as far as my research interest is concerned, my research area is in natural language processing, and here at University of South Florida we have a huge research is going on in the area of natural language processing, especially in the chat GPTs. Yeah, that's why I have chosen this.
The last question is, which would be the better path? MS right after BTech, or should we wait and gain work experience?
If you're research oriented, then it is preferable that you need to pursue masters immediately after your bachelor's itself, because you might get interest to do a PhD degree. So the PhD degree would take quite long, like 4 to 6 years. So that if you pursue a master's degree right after your bachelor's degree, it would be more helpful. But in the case of job perspective, if you think that you want to like if you want to gain more knowledge practically, like you can work in industry, and then after 2 years or 3 years you might prefer to do the master's degree in computer science. Yeah.
And this question is from my side. Uh, does internship matter a lot in higher studies, especially in the field of AI/ML?
No, it is not mandatory, because coming to my profile, in my profile there is no internship relevant to the artificial intelligence or machine learning, but I have an EuroP project in the area of natural language processing, which helped me a lot to get an admission. But not only the research projects, but you might also have the course projects relevant to the artificial intelligence or machine learning, which would uniquely recognize your profile in order to get an admit.
Thank you, Satya, for clearing our doubts. And I hope this session was fruitful to all the students. And I would like to conclude the meeting now with some closing comments from Dr. Ashok Kumar Pradhan.
Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. First of all, I would like to thank you, Mr. Uday. Hello, Uday, how are you?
Yeah, good, sir. How about you?
Very good. So
Thank you so much, sir, for
uh,
attending this meeting.
yeah, very nice talk. I hope the students are also get inspired, and they also will plan accordingly for their MS. And it's my request to you, you also keep in touch with the students who are all wants to pursue their MS in abroad. So along with that, I would like to thanks our CSC HOD, Dr. Jatin, Dr. Shravani ma'am, faculty in charge of Alumni Affairs, and last but not least, IT camp for technical support. And all our students, thank you very much for attending this session. With this, I just want to conclude the session. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you all for attending this talk. And especially I want to thank Dr. Jatin Kumar sir and Dr. Ashok Kumar Pradhan for attending this meeting. And Dr. Jatin Kumar sir, I have benefited a lot by learning the specialization in artificial intelligence and machine learning under your guidance.
Oh, you are so, I mean, it's really a privilege for me. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.